Hi folks, I'm Glenn, the corporate chef at Berkshire Grocery Company. And whether you love it or hate it, pumpkin pie is a must at your Thanksgiving table. Now, if you want to do something a little bit fancier, a little bit different, I'm going to show you how to make a pumpkin custard. All the pumpkin flavor in a pretty little package. To make our custards, we are going to start first of all with the typical pumpkin pie filling, eggs, pumpkin, half and half, sugar, seasonings, and you can take these and you can mix them into a bowl and you can whip them together. I like to make it easy and use a food processor. And to do that, we'll start off our eggs in the food processor first, and we're going to pulse that 1 or 2 times just to get the eggs whipped up, and then we can pretty much go in with our other ingredients. So we've got brown sugar, granulated sugar, half and half, canned pumpkin, this is 1 can. We've also got a teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a half a teaspoon of ginger, ground ginger. So we'll put that all together. You might want to scrape down the sides once or twice while you're doing it. Now you don't want to whip a ton of air into this. You don't want to, you don't need to let this thing run for minutes at a time. 10-15 seconds is fine. So what we'll do, we're ready to go into our ramekins. You don't want to fill these all the way to the top, like 3/4 of the way full. You can use bigger ramekins too if you want. And you could even line these with a dough if you wanted. If you want a pie crust with this, you could line this with a ready-made pie crust or one that you make yourself. You could line just the bottom, and it'll work just as well. Okay, so into a pan, baking pan. Now this obviously makes about twice as much. It makes 8 to 10 of these. Now from there we're going to go into a 325 degree oven, and what we've done with this pan, the reason we put this in this pan is we need to create a water bath, and the easiest way to do that without spilling, making a big mess, is we'll go ahead and put that pan with the custards in the oven, and then we'll take a pitcher and pour that in while it's actually sitting in the oven. So our pumpkin custards have come out of the oven. We've cooked these about 45 to 50 minutes. You're going to want to put them into the fridge and chill them a little bit. And you can chill them overnight. They'll last a couple of days. Now, when you get ready to serve, of course, you can serve them just like this. But you could serve them, once again, topped with chocolate, caramel sauce. You could even brulee them like a creme brulee. In this case, we're going to put a little whipped cream on it. Now, I've just made up some whipped cream. And I've just bought a little disposable pastry bag. You can actually use a storage bag, to with a corner cut off of it. But we're gonna, if you really want to fancy it up, you can sprinkle a little cinnamon on it. And here you go, pumpkin custards. Now these little pumpkin brulees look great on their own. But you could certainly add whipped cream, you could brulee them, you could put caramel sauce on them, chocolate. Whatever you do, they will make a great dessert for your holiday table. Now you can find this recipe in the November issue of Celebrate Cooking. It's available online or at your local Berkshires.